So here we are, big net night, 42 years, and the weather is absolutely awful. We've got a storm coming to the UK today with lots and lots of high winds, driving rain. I believe it's gusting to about 40 miles an hour around my QTH, and a lot worse, double that, further down the country. So I think that's going to affect the amount of people coming onto the net, because normally you would get guys do static DX stations, go out in their cars, put up a base station antenna. I don't think they're going to venture out tonight because it's absolutely awful out here. But that's not going to stop us. We're going to go into the shack in a second and we're going to set up, and hopefully there'll be a few people coming on. Hopefully there'll be someone in the chair. No idea how this is going to turn out, but either way I'll bring it to you on video. So without further ado, because I'm getting rather wet out here, let's get into the shed shack and let's get set up for the 42-year big net. Yeah, here we go. Charlie Tango 1664, Fred in the shed, giving a call out on the 42-year net.
Evening there, Fred.
Good evening, good evening.
Yeah, I say it's a bit quiet at the moment, mate.
Yeah, it's a bit. Was hoping that we'd have Echo Dave coming on.
Still early doors though, isn't it? Good evening, Fred. 64 from 4428.
Good evening there, Dan. How are you doing?
Good evening, Fred. I'm doing fine, thank you very much. How's it going?
Nice to hear you, Dan. Are you coming in nice and clear? So we have no chairperson at the moment, so everyone's just checking in.
Okay, yes. Good evening, and good evening, Chris. Good evening, Richard. Anybody else who can hear me? Good evening. Evening there, Dan. No Viking this evening, yeah?
Jed's not coming on.
Unless things have changed since I spoke to him last week. He hasn't got an antenna for 11 metres at the moment.
You mean finally that antenna has come down?
It came down a while back, mate, and he's not put anything else up at the moment.
I got you there. Yeah, I heard that Jake in Highgate as well, he's got antenna problems, so I don't think he'll be coming on.
I had heard that myself, mate.
That's a shame, because he obviously brings the North London stations in. Weather is pretty bad, and obviously the high winds that are affecting the mobile stations and also the DX setups. So yeah, it might, the weather might actually be a problem, yeah?
Roger, and by the way, this is probably the loudest I've heard you in a long time there, Fred.
Oh, cheers for that. Just on a little Raddy radio. It's a CRT one basically, running that through a little linear. And I've tested it. I'm just doing 50 watts at the moment. So yeah, you're sounding really nice on this little radio. Any local stations? Charlie Tango 1664. We're taking stations on the 42-year net. So any QSKs? QRZ, come in.
Golf Charlie Whiskey 01.
Golf Charlie Whiskey 01. Good evening, sir. You got Fred in the shed 1664, London Coney.
Good evening, Fred in the shed. Good evening, Fred. The handle when in the CB days here was High Flyer. Name's Chris, and I'm hitching in Hertfordshire. Over.
Hello there, Chris. Nice to have you on. Nice signal from you, Chris. You're banging into London Coney despite the weather there. And yeah, nice to hear your voice on the FM there, Chris.
Yes, indeed. I wondered whether there'd be anything on tonight, because it's the anniversary of the CB 2781. I've missed it the last couple of years. I was on for the 40th anniversary, but I thought I'd give it a go again tonight.
Oh, that is the Roger, Chris. Yeah, we're a little bit put out by the weather because we've got this storm. You know, we've got gusts of 40-mile-an-hour winds and whatnot. We're hoping that we'll get a chairperson in a moment, but yeah, there'll be a few coming on tonight. It might be a little bit reduced down to the weather. Chris, back to you.
Yeah, Roger. No, it's good. It really is good that there is still the core element still there. It's really good. It warms my heart. It does.
'Evening, Chris.
Good evening.
certainly hallucinate with you.
Yes, I recognise the voice, John. There can be one. There can only be one.
Oh, indeed, yeah, well, there's only one that sounds like me, mate. There's only one that sounds like me. I've not heard you,
Okay, we'll leave it. It's completely wide open at the moment. Anyone hears anyone coming in? Anyone hears any breaks? Just try and bring them in. Try and keep the frequency active. Hopefully, we'll get a chairperson. So, as I say, if you hear someone call in, go back to them. There's no protocol at the moment.
Chris, are you picking him up, Chris?
It's James from Cuffley. Can you hear me, mate? It's Richard from Hatfield. Unfortunately, nothing heard back. No, I can't hear anything. I've got noise, mate.
Well, I heard Richard from Hatfield. I don't know if anybody else heard him.
Is that Chris from Hitchin by any chance? It's Richard from Hatfield.
So, without a chairperson in the net, it's a little bit kind of how you're doing. Everyone's going to jump in at the moment, and some stations I won't be able to hear, so you won't hear it on the video. Hopefully we'll get a chairperson a bit later on, but this storm that's coming in is going to put a lot of people off. The weather outside the shed shack at the moment is bloody awful. It's pissing down with rain, and we've got winds of up to 40 miles an hour, so yeah, it's not a good night for the net, but I'll do my best for you.
Yeah, I've got a good line of sight, Steve. Yeah, you're 5 and 9 to me, mate. I don't know if Chris, I think there's Chris in Hitchin out there. I don't know if he can hear you. Chris in Hitchin, can you hear Alan there in Stevenage?
Yes, I can hear him. I don't know if you can hear me, go.
Keep your ears open, lads. Is anyone else out there trying to get in on the anniversary net?
Yes, I was trying to set up this way here.
Fred, are you running a log at the moment?
Only a basic one. I've only got about 6 or 6 in it. I'm not going to do a whole log for the whole evening, though.
Okay, no worries.
Just hopefully get some locals in, as I say. We might get Echo Dave on, but without Jake, we're going to be a bit restricted. Yeah, any break stations for the 42-year net? Any breaks for the 42 near yet? We are rolling, so QSK's come alive, get on the side slide.
Hitchin in Hertfordshire. Yeah, there's a net on this frequency at the moment for the anniversary of the CB2781. We've been calling out whatever, and I think you've sort of got a net going on over your side because you were the only one I could hear. I could hear you talking to some other people, but yeah, I was the only one that could hear you. Over. Okay, yes, well, as I say, my name's Chris, Hitchin in Hertfordshire. There's quite a few people on this frequency. I don't know if anybody, I'll just sort of hand it open to anybody. If anybody can hear Charlie Tango 657 in Brill, can anybody else hear him?
I've got nothing in London Coney, Chris, unfortunately.
No, it would seem I'm the only one that can hear you, I'm afraid. What's your name, over? Okay, Alan, nice to talk to you, and yeah, maybe hook up with you a bit later on.
Yeah, Chris, copy.
copy.
What was his personal? I got Charlie Tango 657. That's a low number. What was his personal, Chris?
Yeah, his name's Alan. Alan, over.
Oh, roger that. Yeah, that's a low number, isn't it, for a Charlie Tango call sign?
Yes, indeed it is.
He must have been on quite some time now. So whereabouts was his 20?
Yeah, Brill, Buckinghamshire, Oxfordshire border.
That's a good shout on FM.
Yeah, and as I say, he was perfectly good copy with me, about 5 and 4, 5 and 5, something like that. So, yeah, not bad at all. Yeah, not bad at all.
Yeah, that's a good distance to Hitchin. Just unfortunately nothing. I just loads of static. I really tried for him now. It's a shame I couldn't hear him now. Probably might have got him on sideband, Chris, over.
Yeah, I'm sure you would. I'm sure you would on SSB. But FM is not so forgiving at all, to say the least.
Okay, it's wide open, guys. If anyone hears a break station, just jump in and bring them in. I mean, yeah, this is the 42-year net on the 27 FM on the Muppet channels there. Any break stations, anyone listening, want to come in and get in the log, go ahead. I've got a lot of stations in the background now, which you probably can't hear on the video, but I just can't bring them in. We need a couple of big stations on, like Echo Dave. We need a couple of really powerful stations to bring in these guys. I can hear stuff in the distance, but at the moment it's just local chat. But as I say, it's really not very. It's not a great night. I don't know if you can hear it on the video, but the rain is banging down on the shed roof.
And you're doing okay?
Yeah, QSK, QRZ.
Yeah, Charlie Tango 3044, Watford Central. Handle, Black Magic. Back to you.
Yeah, the Watford breaker. Yeah, I've got you. You're into Fred in the Shed here, London, Coney. I say you're coming just in my noise level, but you are making it onto the net. Personal this way is Fred. What is your personal, Roger?
Yeah, good evening, Fred. Personal is Lima Echo Echo. Charlie Tango 3044. Back to you, Fred. I've got the same problem.
I got that. Yeah, Charlie Tango 3074. Is that Lee, Roger? Lima Echo Echo.
Yeah, it's Charlie Tango 3044. 3044. Back to you, Fred.
I got you, Lee. Yeah, better that time. Yeah, Charlie Tango 3044. Well, good evening, Lee. Nice to have you on. I say it's a little bit quiet tonight. We're all struggling a little bit with a noise level, but you are making it across the waters there to London Coney, mate.
Yeah, no worries, Fred, mate. I used to be on the TV back in the day, 20 years ago. My handle was Black Magic. I used to chat to a local lady there called Jeannie. I don't know if you used to catch her on. She always used to be on the channel 3-1, yeah? 3-1, back to you, Fred.
Oh, right. Hello, Richard. How you doing, mate? All right, just clicked on. How you doing, all right, Richard?
Evening there, Keith. Mighty fine my way, mate. Yourself?
Yeah, good. Yeah, you're coming over nicely. 79, Radio 5.
I'll take them flowers any day, mate. There's a few of us on here if you want to have a yell out. I know Dan's on here and you've got Fred.
Oh, okay, then. How's that Dan getting on? You all right, Dan?
Yeah, hello, Keith. I haven't heard you for a while. How are you doing?
Yeah, not too bad, my friend. Yeah, not too bad at all, there. You're coming over just as good as Richard did. Well, both the same, actually. Yeah, really nice to hear you both.
Yeah, good. Are you mobile? Are you in the order?
No, I'm home based, but I'll say I probably ain't coming over that good because my smart on this end ain't too good, so probably you ain't getting me that.
The shed's up there, so no, we'll give him a show.
Well, I don't know if I get him pushing it a bit there. How you doing, Fred? All right, mate?
Hello there, Keith. Keith, you're like 5x7 here. 5x7's no problem at all. You're banging into Coney.
Oh. Well, I wouldn't have thought that. I'd say, because I'm usually better off from the lower end. I usually hang about on the 305 down them end, that end. I'm a little bit high. But yeah, give me a nice 8 over here. A lovely Radio 5. I watch your videos there. Very good.
Oh, cheers, buddy. Yeah, I'm the same thing. I'm set up for the 305 and the 555, so my SWR is a little bit higher. But yeah, no problem at all. You're sounding really nice on FM there. Good audio from you, mate.
Thank you very much. Keep the videos up. Lovely, lovely.
Oh, well, you'll be on one. I've got you on this one, so you'll be able to hear yourself anyway. But yeah, nice to hear you, buddy. We got a few on. So you got Dan there. I don't know.
Okay, mate. I ran back a bit and go to the other station, Alan, I think it was.
Right, come in.
Yeah, you got Charlie Tango 4249 here. Andy, mobile.
Hello, Andy. Whereabouts are you? Are you square-wheeled? Whereabouts are you?
We are somewhere around Welling kind of area. Somewhere like I've got my mate with me as well. Is that Fred?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, it's Fred in the shed. Yeah.
Hello, matey. How you doing?
I'm doing all right. I think we've spoken before, haven't we?
I think we might have done.
Yeah, I think we have. Okay. I tell you what. Do you want to give Dan a shout in Hatfield? Because you must be about 5 miles from him.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, Dan, copy.
Yeah, you're booming into Hatfield there, loud and clear, sir.
Yeah, brilliant. Well, it's great actually. I mean, we just turned the radio on. Wasn't expecting it to be so quick and instant. Everybody is basically plus 20 over 9 here. Absolutely Radio 5. So quite surprised, really. Back to you, Dan.
Yeah, you're coming in loud and clear. Good audio as well, Radio 5. You've probably heard Keith in Welling Garden, and you've got Chris and Hitchin as well, and Chris in Welling Garden.
But yeah, no, it's nice to hear you, mate. Anyway, as I say, you're plus 20, mate. Absolutely banging in. So yeah, no worries there, mate.
Oh, cheers for that. I'm not running a great deal of power. I'm running probably about 50 watts. I've got a little CRT1 going with a little a very old burner there. Naughty, but yeah, I'm not banging a lot out, so that's good to hear. Yeah, it's nice to hear you there. As I say, we've got a few on there. I'll just see if Richard's on. Yeah, Richard, you taking Andy there?
Most definitely am. Good evening, Andy. You're in stop to me, and it's Richard in Hatfield.
Evening, Richard. I tell you what, nice echo.
I do try, go a bit vintage for this night, mate.
It's great. I tell you what, though, as well, I'm getting. Are you getting the stations underneath? There, you guys.
No.
Yeah, I can definitely hear some other stations on it. But yeah, no, nice to hear you, mate. It's nice to hear everybody like actually on FM, like fully quiet now. Because from home, it's not like that at all.
Yeah, break, Andy.
Yeah, who's the break there?
Yeah, break, Andy. Sorry. Do you want to go up a couple, Andy?
So that was Andy there. You won't mind me saying that's Andy Kirby from YouTube. He's a fellow YouTuber, got a great YouTube channel, does a lot with electric bikes and a little Renault electric car. Is it a Renault Fizzy or Dizzy or something like that? He's a great guy. He's got a great channel. Nice to hear him on. It's a little bit unorganised. We haven't got a chairperson, so it's going to be a bit of a free-for-all. Very much like the CB was really back in the 80s when you think about it. Is what it is. I'll carry on and I'll try and get you some more breakers.
When is that station out there? Just heard him say they've got a Kate in Dover.
Yeah, I can hear him reasonably well, yeah.
I've got someone chatting away. I don't know if that's bleed over or it is another little net going on.
No, there's another net going on there. Yeah, the chap's just saying there was Mick in Southend and someone in Dover and things like that, so there's another net going on. I can't pick no one up. Give me a shout there, Chris, see if you can get him in. Sorry. No, he's talking in the other net. He's talking in the other net. I just didn't know if anybody else could hear him.
That's an old breaker there, Chris. The coyote. Ha 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 ha! He's an old fella.
He's crazy.
He really is, isn't he? Do you remember him?
I do, mate. Many an hour waffling on here, mate. He's absolutely insane, but put a smile on your face.
Oh, he's a great guy. Do you remember the laugh? Is that that laugh that used to go on?
He used to come on at 3:05. He used to to drive through a little while ago, and as he drove through, he spent the entire time singing.
That was him, yeah, and it would be, "It's the Coyote!"
He's another YouTuber.
He is actually, yeah, does a lot of drone videos. Sorry, someone went right over the top of you there. You've got Fred in the Shed here, 1664 London Coney. Do you want to go again?
Yeah, Fred in the Shed copy. It's Blackadder, static mobile in Potter's Bar, Rod.
Blackadder in Potter's Bar. Good evening, sir.
Yeah, Roger, copy, Fred. What am I throwing you over there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You're really good. You're Signal 7, you're Radio 5. We've got a few stations in the background and they're causing us a little bit of an issue there. But yeah, you're coming across really good. Good audio, Radio 5.
Roger, I've got an old Unidome 100, just 4 watts, Rod, so yeah, keeping it fully legal for the anniversary.
Yeah, Roger, what are you doing? For the 4 watts from Potter's Bar, you're doing well. I know that's about 6.5 miles. I go there every day to work, unfortunately. But yeah, what was the personal, Blackadder?
Yeah, personal this way is Max.
Sorry, is that Matt, yeah?
Max, Mike Alpha X-ray. Good evening then, Mr. Blackadder. Max, this you got Richard Hatfield. Yeah, I copy Richard. Yeah, good to hear you. Might be heading up to Hatfield way. I've got to go and buy some fireworks. So the place has it luckily Kebab's got them, haven't they? I do believe so, and I believe you come out to South Limbs the anniversary last year, didn't you, in the rain? Oh yeah, it was. Yeah, were you there with Jazz? Was he? Yeah, there's a few people on. Yeah, Roger, that was me in the black car that Jeremy was saying. Yeah, no, good night, boy. Are you mobile tonight? Oh, I've got a line over here, mate, no problem. I don't know if you can hear the other station I was talking to. His name's Mark, he's in Bedford.
He's in bed?
No, Bedford, yeah, Bedford.
Yeah, no, I can hear him absolutely fine. Sorry, Charles is in the background scoffing a donut. Yeah, I can hear him. Yeah, Mark, copy.
Yeah, Mark, you hear me, Andy?
Okay, he said he knows I'm there, but can't hear me. I'm mobile. We're square wheeled at the minute, so that'll be that'll probably be the reason. Yeah, no worries, John. I'll put it back to you, mate.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah, no, Fred.
No, I'm not getting him at all. I should get Cuffley from here. Yeah, James in Cuffley. Nice for you to come on tonight. This is Freddie in the Shed, 1664 London Coney. I'm afraid nothing from you at all, I'm afraid. I don't know if you're getting me.
Max Mob is talking to James now. He's gone up around Cockery way. But there's stuff in the way when they get over them hills. It's blocking their signal to us, I think, Fred.
Yeah, that's the trouble with FM, isn't it? It gets bashed about. It's very much line of sight, unfortunately. I could hear Max, and so I heard you have a little chinwag there with. Was it Chris? I think you were. I'll give a shout out. Yeah, okay. You've got a few of us now left on the 42 CB Happy Birthday net. Any break stations sitting on the side? Any QSKs? Anyone want to come in and get in the log and say hello? You're more than welcome on the side slide.
Charles over in All It's Green. Can you hear me all right?
Yeah, that was better. Yeah, you were you were right off frequency when you first came on. Yeah, nice to speak to you.
Oh man, I'm a massive fan of your videos, by the way.
Oh, thank you for saying that. Well, you'll be on this one as well. I'll edit the bit out when you was off frequency.
Yeah, I've actually got my licence booked next week. I've already failed it once, which I was a bit disappointed about. I was only 2 questions away.
Let's ask you where you are.
Aylets Green we are. I can give you the, I've actually got the what 3 words as well if you want that.
Oh, no problem, Aylets Green. Okay, I'd have to look it up. I'm not quite... Is that near Watford?
We're near sort of Welling Hatfield sort of way, like Stanborough Lakes.
I know Stanborough Lakes very well. You're a good signal now. You're on frequency. You're like 7s and 8s into London Coney. Nice and clear. Well, let it get to about half discharged, and that's about 10 days for me. And then I top it up. You still got the Renault electric car?
Oh yeah, the Twizy. Yeah, I love that.
I know. I watched those videos. I saw it when you took it into the workshop and that. And I think it was in Barnet, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's over in Barnet. He's my guy that I know. We've got some coilover suspension to put on it next.
Does it go that fast?
It does about 65, so it creeps up, so it will launch off and get to like 30 really quick. Charles will vouch for that, didn't he? You nearly crashed it because the brakes aren't that good. But yeah, it does actually like pick up really quick, and then it'll cruise up to like 60. Fastest I've had out of it, I've seen 70 out of it, which is pretty interesting on something that close, that small.
Do you know what, Andy? I watched your series of videos of that, and I was cracking up. You took it on the motorway, or certainly the fast ways, didn't you? And it was it was diminutive. It was like riding a skateboard with those lorries.
Yeah, I know. You got to watch it because you just you can't get seen, and it doesn't make any noise like a bike either. So you can't rev it and do all of that. But yeah, it is funny, but it's such a good laugh. I just really enjoy it. It's just so good for just whipping to the shops and stuff. Like every journey you go out in it, it's just like, oh my god, I'm just having. You just got a smile on your face. And then if you come back to supermarkets, car parks and things like that, there's always like 3 people there just like taking photos of it. It's absolutely mad.
It is a crazy thing, isn't it? I mean, it's like sort of the sort of Sinclair C5 of the 2020s.
It is that as well. You've got to mod them though. You've got to do a little modification to make them quicker because they're just like a Christmas tree up here, like full scale.
I'd say it's a good spot. There's no RF interference, is there?
Mate, it's a really good spot actually. I mean, I was hearing so much just flicking around. I should really just have a flick around because you can hear so much up here. Red one, did you say?
A red bike, electric bicycle, and you were doing a hill test, and the battery died halfway up the hill. I'm looking at this 4-wheeled black car, a mini car thing.
Well, there we go. I'm going to call it a night for the net. I don't know if you can hear it, but it's absolutely chucking down with rain. So, yeah, a little bit disappointed that we didn't get a proper chairman in place. I mean, I did what I could, and Dan did really, really well. It just goes like that sometimes, but it turned into a bit of a CB chat night where people come on, and as you can hear, that's Dan and Andy Kirby there from YouTube having a good old chat. And that's what CB's about, really. I mean, it's nice to have regimental sort of nets where you've got someone in the chair and you get lots and lots of people in the book. I did make some notes. I've got about, I think 17, 18, I've got about 19 breakers. Well, it's not a log, is it? It's my little scribbles there. I've got about 19 breakers. But yeah, a really nice evening of CB radio. A bit different to the last couple of nets. The weather, absolutely atrocious. I mean, thumbs up to the guys that actually went out there and set up a outside antenna and won't come onto the net that way. Obviously, they were hearing a lot more stations that I couldn't hear. It's bad enough. It's bad enough being in the shed. So there it was, the 42 years of CB radio. It's still active. It's never going to be as active as it was, but certainly on sideband, that's where the action is. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Wasn't quite the video I wanted to bring you, but I hope you enjoyed it.
Lower, so yeah, you can have the best. Make it a little bit like Formula 1. Can only do a couple of laps.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Yeah, batteries are heavy.
Well, there you go. The guys are chatting on. Right, I'm bailing out, and I'd like to say thank you for tuning in to the video. It's probably going to turn out to be quite a long one. There is the thumbs up from Fred in the Shed. If you get a moment before you go, just hit me a thumbs up down below. I would appreciate that, and I'll thank you for that. But as for now, as always, please, please, please look after yourself. Stay safe, stay dry, because it's really wet tonight. Cheers, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Catch you on the next one.